Dr. Y.K. Hamid, Chairman of Cipla, joins us right now on the line from Spain. Mr. Hamid, good having you. Thanks much for joining in. You would be happy that the verdict has come in favor of Indian generics or rather against an MNC which was asking for the patent?
No, I don't know the whole details of all the judgment, but whatever little I've heard from you and from the news that I'm seeing on the television here, it appears to be a victory for India.
Right.
It's nothing personal. It's for the patients of India, and I only hope that this type of verdict will help the country to get cancer drugs at affordable prices, and it is actually a victory for patients and for access to medicines at affordable prices. That's all I can tell you at this moment.
Does this set the precedent, Dr. Hamid, though, for more such verdicts to come out? Because there are tons of these medicines which would be, welcomed by Indian consumers at a cheaper rate and which might not be available till now.
No. What the patients will benefit is that there will be no evergreening.
Right.
That means we will honor patents. That is no doubt about that. But patenting of frivolous patents, unjustified patents, I think India has taken a very, very strong stand on that issue, which will only help the masses in the country and the people and patients all over. And this not only applies to cancer, it applies to all drugs where people are trying to get evergreening, what is called evergreening, extending patent life, etc. So it appears to be, on the first side, it appears to be a victory for the patients and people of our country. And I only hope that other companies and the multinational companies will take it in the spirit in which it has been, the judgment has been given, particularly on Section 3D.
Right. The other aspect, Mr. Hamid, is the comparisons that people are drawing between how the kind of patent protection laws that you have in other countries versus in India. Will other countries also follow suit on such patent cases, you think? Because this is a larger issue than just, the case in India.
There are larger issues. You must understand the 1970 patent laws in India said that you could not patent a product. So therefore India put in this clause of 3D in the patent bill of 2005 to protect India against, and the patients of India, against evergreening, that is extending patent life, and to avoid frivolous patenting. And minor increments in the product should not be patented. The incremental patenting should not be allowed. Other countries have different rules. Every country has to decide for themselves what they want. And I think for India, this is absolutely essential for the public and the patients of the country.
Right.
You cannot allow monopolies to go on forever and ever and ever. There has to be a time limit. And I think what we have done in the judgment today has been that it will certainly help patients and public of India. There's no doubt about that.
For India in particular, Dr. Hamid, could this become the norm for other similar patent appeals as well?
Nobody challenges patents if they are sound.
Right.
Only if they are unsound. So the question doesn't arise. In Cipla's case, we have challenged a couple of patents only. There were 5,000-6,000 patents granted last year. We've only challenged 4 or 5. The others have all gone through. Only where we feel that the patent is unjustified do we challenge patents.
Right,
and this is something that we are challenging according to the laws of the land. Cipla and other companies like Cipla abide by the laws of the land. Other countries may not have Section 3D in their patents, so okay, we abide by the laws in America.
Right,
but in India, we abide by our Indian laws.
Right, Dr. Hamid, because that's a point, we spoke to a couple of lawyers, legal experts, and they said, it does send out a bit of a negative signal really for MNC companies wanting to do business in India. What would your reaction to be, whether it actually sets that kind of precedence?
No. That is certainly not true. I mean, you abide by the laws of the land, and I think all of us, whether we are all Indians at heart, and our main business is to look after patients in India. This is our main job. We are there for the public and the patients of India, and this is something that I think multinationals and all companies should have at the bottom of their heart. We are there not for ourselves, but we are there to help the patients. So that's all I can say.
Great.
I'm very happy at this judgment. And
right,
let's hope that it will be taken in the spirit in which it has been given, and that everybody will abide by the laws of the land.
Sure.
It's good for patients. That's all I can say. I think it's a public victory. It's not nothing personal. Please.
Sure, Dr. Hamid. We appreciate you joining us. I'm sure it's a very early morning. Thanks so much, though, for joining in today and giving us that perspective.
Thanks.